Sahaj Vidhi www.sahajvidhi.in. Question 1. Examine the definition, meaning of a nationality, and modes of acquisition of nationality. Also, make a distinction between nationality and citizenship. Model answer. Definition and meaning of nationality. Nationality is a legal bond that ties an individual to a particular state, making them a member of that state. It signifies a person's allegiance to a sovereign state and, in return, entitles them to the state's protection, both domestically and internationally. It is a fundamental concept in international law, determining which state has jurisdiction over an individual and which state can offer diplomatic protection. Nationality is often seen as the link between an individual and the benefits and obligations associated with state membership, such as the right to a passport, the right to return to the country, and the obligation to obey its laws. Modes of acquisition of nationality. States determine their own nationality laws, but generally, the modes of acquisition fall into several common categories. 1. By birth, jus sanguinis, right of blood. Nationality is acquired through the nationality of one's parents, regardless of the place of birth. If one or both parents are nationals, the child also acquires that nationality. This is common in many European and Asian countries. Jus soli, right of soil. Nationality is acquired by birth within the territory of a state, regardless of the parent's nationality. This is prevalent in countries like the United States, Canada, and many Latin American nations. 2. By naturalization. This is the process by which a foreign national voluntarily acquires the nationality of another state. Conditions typically include residence, specified of continuous legal residence in the country, language proficiency, demonstrating knowledge of the national language. Knowledge of civics, understanding the country's history, government, and culture. Good character, absence of a criminal record. Oath of allegiance, a formal pledge of loyalty to the new state. 3. By marriage. In some countries, marrying a national of that state can provide a path to acquiring nationality, often with a reduced residency requirement or a simplified naturalization process. 4. By registration. This mode is often available for specific categories of individuals, such as descendants of former nationals, individuals from certain Commonwealth countries, or those with a historical connection to the state. Period. 5. By resumption. Individuals who previously held a state's nationality but lost it. E.g. by acquiring another nationality, may be able to reacquire it under certain conditions. 6. By cession or conquest. When territory is transferred from one state to another, the inhabitants of that territory may automatically acquire the nationality of the acquiring state, or may be given an option to choose distinction between nationality and citizenship, while often used interchangeably. Nationality and citizenship have distinct meanings, particularly in legal and academic contexts. Nationality, primary focus, primarily an international law concept. It denotes membership in a nation state and establishes a person's allegiance to that state. Rights conferred, confers basic rights such as diplomatic protection abroad, the right to a passport, and the right to enter and reside in the country. It is the basis for a state's jurisdiction over an individual. Scope. All citizens are nationals, but not all nationals are necessarily citizens. E.g. in some countries, certain categories of individuals may be considered nationals for international purposes but lack full political rights domestically. Citizenship, primary focus, primarily a domestic law concept. It denotes full membership in the political community of a state. Rights conferred, confers a broader range of political and civil rights within the state, including the right to vote, hold public office, serve on a jury, and access certain social benefits. It implies active participation in the political life of the country. Scope. A citizen enjoys all the rights and obligations associated with nationality, plus additional political rights. It is a more comprehensive status within the domestic legal framework. In summary, nationality is the legal link to a state, providing international identity and protection, while citizenship is a deeper domestic bond that grants full political and civil rights within that state. One can be a national without being a full citizen, but one cannot be a citizen without being a national. Please visit our website www.sahajvidhi.in for more content there.